Hello, everybody. A 50-state coffee journey USA. What the heck is that? I'll tell you what it is. It's a series I put together where I did research for one whole year. And then it took taken me a year to post these, one every Sunday. And what did I do research on? I researched coffees from every state, looked through a bunch of criteria to find one that I thought would best represent the state, or at least do a great job representing the state. Taste testing, reading the company, what they post, reading reviews, and on and on and on. And it took me a year, and I'm doing one from each state. And tonight, Wyoming. And it's this one, Mystic Monk. Check it out. Mystic Monk Breakfast Blend. It's a nice little, it's got one of the mugs there. It's got a monk. Now what is this? Is it just a name? No. This is brewed, or roasted, I should say. It's hand brewed because they drink the coffee. By Carmelite monks in the Rocky Mountains of Wyoming. They have a monastery up there. And this is how they support it. By making coffee and selling it. They started roasting in an iron skillet. All right. Now they have 4 roasters. They're roasting at 7,500 feet. And they have won dozens of awards for their coffee. They also have a load of great reviews. I mean, like thousands. They have coffee from 12 ounces to 5 pounds. They have a million flavor coffees, blends, and single origin. They have a line of teas. What else they got? Let me see. Oh, well, of course, they have K-cups, ground, and whole bean. So it's a very interesting place. So, of course, I said I'm going to, And here I want the breakfast blend to just represent something you drink every day with a breakfast. Not a powerful coffee, but a coffee that accompanies some pancakes, some eggs. Doesn't overpower your breakfast. Your breakfast doesn't overpower the coffee. Kind of blends in. A little more like you'd get in a, kind of like a donut blend, or what you'd get at a donut shop or coffee shop. You don't want anything too crazy in there to hide the flavor of your food. Now you're kind of comparing, drinking this with food a lot of times. This is a breakfast blend. And we know breakfast foods are fairly mild. Well, right off the bat, of course. Yeah, it's got a rich smell. It's an A. It smells an A. It's delicious. All right. And how they get into coffee? Well, they prayed about it. Apparently, they were, idea of selling coffee. Then one of the monk's sisters, I think, moved to Costa Rica, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere in Central America. And they bought some land down there, of course, where they grow a lot of their coffee. And one of them, before becoming a monk, was a barista. So this is what started this whole thing, or was enabled them to do it anyway. I have a slight cold, but this flavor's coming straight through in spite of it. Matter of fact, yeah, it's just a nice, fresh, you can tell it's freshly ground coffee. No, not where it's stale, not where you're having just nice, strong flavors of freshly brewed coffee. Like the smell of a place that's been brewing coffee all morning long. Like when you walk into a diner or a restaurant for breakfast, and along with the clattering plates and the chatter of everybody having a good time, is that smell of coffee in the air. And it's, you know what it is right away, right? It's a beautiful smell. It may not be the best coffee in the coffee shop. It might be good, who knows? But they make it so much that the coffee shop smells like it. And I love that smell, right? And there's what we're getting here. I have been having this with breakfast. So, before, today. And enjoyed it. And it has a good taste to it. It does. It has a little... It's got sweetness to it. It's just black right here. they have managed to really get out some sweetness. There's almost no bitterness at all, which is odd. So if you like more of a bitter bite, if you don't, you want a mild cup, no bitterness, right here. This is going to accompany food, but most people drink coffee in the morning with breakfast. Unless you're my grandmother when she was alive, God bless her. When did she drink it? She drank it for breakfast, and between breakfast and lunch, and of course with lunch, she'd have, and of course between lunch and dinner, and then after dinner with dessert. You gotta drink your coffee. It really is good. It really is. If you want a non-bitter, very low acidic, nice flavor, a little sweet, that's going to accompany food and not overpower it, this is your baby right here. Absolutely, this is your baby. All right, hope you're enjoying it. You know the first comment of this is going to have a playlist, right? I'm going to pin it, by the way. That's why it'll be first. And it's going to come up, and it's going to have a playlist to this series. So if your state isn't Wyoming, find your state and check out which one I did. And when I talk about the state, if you want to add something, go ahead. You want to add something to these comments for everybody to read about things to do in your state, because that's the next fun thing I do. I always give a little bit of facts about the state. That's what made the 50-state coffee journey different. And it's teaching me and everybody who's watching this a little bit about each state, right? And exposing you to cool coffees that I did all the research on for you. All right, Wyoming. What's the capital? Cheyenne. Yeah. Nickname, Big Wyoming, cowboy state. So I think when I think of Wyoming, because you got that cowboy on that bucking horse is one of their, logos. Became a state July 10th, 1890. 44th state admitted into the Union. Population at the last survey, 563,626. So it's not a very populated state, that's for sure. There's cities with more people than that in it. State flower is the Indian paintbrush. How cool is that? And the state mammal, the bison, quote unquote, buffalo, another cool one. What else? The bird is the meadowlark. The tree is the plains cottonwood. State sport, of course, is the rodeo. And what are the things to do and see? Well, how about Devil's Tower? It's a national monument. Old Faithful, if you didn't know, is there. Buffalo Bill Center of the West. That's going to be a cool place to see. Old Faithful. Did you know that was there? I said that already. Monmouth Hot Springs. Yellowstone. Did you know Yellowstone was there? National Park. Not Jellystone. Yellowstone. They have a National Elk Refuge. That would be cool. Fort Butte, and many, many other things to do and see in Wyoming. So I hope you're enjoying this series. I hope you check out the rest of the series. Look for your state. Give me a comment. If you order any of these coffees, just go online. I got such a cool coffee. And check out my playlist. Okay? My playlist has everything to do with coffee into categories. But it also has everything and anything to do with alcohol. So I review every type of alcohol. And I review every type of coffee, ways to make coffee. Oh, you ought to see that playlist. And you're going to be in there a long time. And when you spend hours in those playlists, right? And you think, well, I spent hours on my phone, on my computer. And there's people who say, oh, you're wasting your life. You should be doing other things or reading a book, blah, blah. Except when it comes to my channel. Because every expert agrees that if you spend hours on my channel, you come out 5 times smarter than when you went in. Every 2 hours is like a college credit. I'm telling you right now. It gives you gift ideas, cool things to try. Even if you don't drink something on my channel. You know somebody who does. You got to get them something for Christmas. Or for their birthday. Or for whatever. You're going to a party. Somebody invite you over for dinner. But you can show up with no wine. You don't know what to do. I solved the problem for you. I got you covered on all this stuff. All right. Well, you could bring over a good bottle of wine and a good coffee. Tell them a little history about it. Yeah. How cool are you going to look? Answer, this cool. Yeah. I'll see you on the next one. Oh, I hope I see you on the next one.